Let's go for a walk, y'all. Oh, where am I? There I am. Let's go for a walk, y'all. This is our third day. Third day?
Yeah.
Third day in Canada, y'all. Woohoo! How exciting is that? There she is. Bruno's on there too. There he is. There's Bruno. He's the star of the show.
Yes, always.
There's a trail down here, trail, road, path, something like that, that they said we should take. The host of the hip camp that we're at goes down to a beach and a sitting place and a river or something like that. So that's where we're headed, y'all. This little camp, hip camp, I think there's officially 20 campsites. They keep 18 active while they kind of do a rotation on them to keep the other 2 so they can work on them. But this place is amazing, y'all. The hosts are fantastic people, and the campground is super nice, super clean, super cool. They keep the campsite. The campsites are rustic enough that you don't feel like you're in an official, what do you call it, Miss campground. Like, but they're spaced and so that I mean, you can tell where the campsites are. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. I'm just rambling. No water. No electric. Right. Got none of those amenities. There's 2 porta potties, which are super clean.
And super cute.
Super cute. Mrs. C says super cute porta potty.
Old outhouses.
Yep. Yep. The gentleman who runs the place has actually taken it's a porta potty that you can buy or rent, whatever, and he's added cladding to them so that they actually look like old style outhouses. So they're really cool.
And then cut the bottom out of them.
And then cut the bottom and dug a hole. But that, and there's water cisterns throughout the campground that are strictly for cleaning purposes. They're not for drinking water. So bring your own drinking water.
Yeah, for dishes.
Dishes, yeah, right, exactly.
You want like that.
Cleaning. Anyway, I'll hush now. Y'all can listen to me gasp, and we will carry on. Bruno, got anything for your fan club? No? All right.
And that's where he sniffed.
Bruno's out sniffing all the sniffs, y'all. He is loving life.
See those?
We're trying to do our Daniel Boone part here. We're trying to recognize the different hoof prints or tracks or whatever. They're not deer.
No, they're not cow.
Mrs. C says they're not cow. So they're either elk or moose. I'm figuring elk probably. I wouldn't know an elk hoof print from a moose hoof print if it bit me in the butt, but it is what it is. Whew. Y'all tell I'm out of shape. We're walking next to the highway, y'all, in case you hear the cars go by. The trail we're on that's next to the campground is right up next to the highway. Highway 95. 95 or 93. Or both. Mrs. C says it's both, so it's both. Let me get focused in on our navigator. She's talking. Okay, go ahead. Go. You got a map in your head. You're like a
93 and 95 merged, and we went off 95 onto 93. And then that's, I don't know if it stayed the same. Come on, bud. It says 95, 93.
All right, Mrs. C has what do you call it? I don't know.
The map?
She's looked at the map.
93, 95.
93, 95. I told you that's what she said. She doubted herself.
That was when I was 2 days ago.
2 days ago, y'all. Tell you what, we're loving this so far. I mean, it kind of looks like the Ozarks in Arkansas, but it is what it is.
Now, I don't know what that
Wait a minute, Mrs. C saw something.
What
What's
is
she
that?
spot?
And that.
No, I don't know. Don't get me lying, I'm not a dadgum tracker. I don't hunt. I don't track. I don't ride horses, and I don't rope cattle. So, to me, unless I'm face to face with the critter that's making the track, which I may not want to be for some of them.
I don't want to be for this one.
I really don't know what they are.
Could be a skinwalker.
Could be a skinwalker. Boy, Mrs. C went off on that one, didn't she? Man. All right, we're just gonna glaze right, pass right on by that. All right, y'all. The host said to just follow this fence line and we'd find what we're looking for. So that's what we're gonna do.
Walk to the fence line and just follow it. That's horses. Horses came from that way.
Mrs. C is starting to get her hiking stride back on, y'all. There may be more gasping because I can't keep up with her. I try. I got little short legs. So I'll take like 2 steps to her 1. That's okay, I'll catch up with her eventually. She usually stops and waits for me somewhere along the way. We are leaving here tomorrow sometime, heading up to Golden for a couple of days, do some waterfall chasing. We'll probably, let's see, we'll leave tomorrow afternoon. I think check-in's after 3 there, so we'll leave tomorrow here around noon, go do some grocery shopping and get some fuel. Head up to Golden, and then, what is tomorrow, Wednesday? Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? No, tomorrow's Tuesday. We'll leave tomorrow, we'll do some waterfall chasing Wednesday, I guess. And then Thursday we'll leave there.
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
And drive the Imperial. What? What? Wait a minute, we backed up 3 pages, come on. What you got, Mrs. C?
Tomorrow is Tuesday.
Yes, we've established that.
Okay.
Was that all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, that was an epiphany, y'all. So anyway, tomorrow is Tuesday, we've established that. We're leaving tomorrow afternoon. And then we'll go to Golden, we'll spend a day there, 2 nights. And then we'll go from there up the Icefields Parkway. I am pretty excited about that one. Y'all may be bored to tears with the video driving up the Icefields Parkway, but hey, it's my channel. Right, Mrs. C?
It's actually for the grandkids.
Right, it's our family channel.
They're used to it.
So, I mean, I'm not saying they don't get bored to tears with it either, but
I watch it fast forward.
yeah, they watch it in fast forward. That's what our son does. Put everything in fast forward. Up, I saw it 5 minutes. Y'all were done. No, that awesome run. Anyway, all right, we've made it over the top of that hill. I want to give a shout out to our hosts, Stuart and Bernie, or Bernie and Stuart. Whoever's on the top line, I don't know. But just thank you guys so much for an awesome first stay in Canada. We couldn't have asked for more. And you will get an awesome review on your HipCamp page. You guys, if you don't know about HipCamp, wow, you should check it out for sure.
No, we've had nothing but positive
yes.
from HipCamp.
Yes, it is an excellent alternative, and we have had, like Mrs. C said, nothing but positive experiences. And there's no trying to figure out how much money you're supposed to spend or donate or pitch in the bucket or whatever.
No, because
It is
their land. It's not.
they charge a set rate up front, and that's what you pay.
Okay. Stay to the right.
Stay to the right, Mrs. C says.
She said.
She probably-
stay on the fence line.
She probably listened to them better than I did. So I have a tendency to kind of, my mind starts wandering after about 30 seconds of a conversation. Mrs. C will confirm that, I am sure. Welcome to Canada.
She was not kidding. And she said it's epic. Wow.
Mrs. C found a bench, y'all. I believe we'll probably be sitting under the tree for a little while. So this is the view from the bench that Mrs. C found, y'all. It's yeah. Hey. Wow. I mean, just freaking wow. This don't look like the Ozarks.
No.
Well, now that you got my mind, I was pointing it out to you, down mine too. Mrs. C and I are sitting here having a dead tree discussion. She loves dead trees. I mean, they're beautiful for photography and stuff like that. I'm not going to argue. This one, she said she likes the fall when all the leaves fall off of them because it looks like veins and lungs and stuff like that. So, you guys got anything for Mrs. C and her wacky tree, her dead tree society? What, Mrs. C?
Nothing.
Anyway, we sat down over here and she got all gobbledygooky about this dead tree down here, so I thought I would share that with you guys, members of the Dead Tree Society. I mean, they are beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. They make for great pictures. Bruno likes them.
He likes to try and carry them around.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to say, oh, there's Bruno's butt. Oh, and I forgot to say, well, this is the Kootenai?
I have no idea.
Kootenai River?
Kootenai. Your guess is good as mine.
Next to the campground?
Yes.
We got a nice little trail. This is where the trail leads to.
Let me spell it.
Go ahead and spell it, Mrs. C.
Kootenay.
Kootenai. That's what I'm going to call it. I may get hammered by every Canadian in the country, but I'm gonna call it Kootenai. Oi. Oh, that one's gonna get me in a lot of trouble. Anyway, Kootenai River, y'all.
Oi with a southern drawl.
Oi with a southern drawl. There's that dead tree again.
It's beautiful.
Well, the clouds are started coming in. The wind has picked up a little bit. It's getting a little bit more chilly, so we're gonna head on back to the truck, have some lunch, fire up some Wi-Fi, do some trip planning for tomorrow, and try to send out a few pictures. And I guess that's it, isn't it? Miss C's got her hood up, as you can see, because the wind picked up on us. It got chilly. Kootenai River, y'all. Miss C's gonna make a song out of it, y'all. The host told us that Bruno is allowed off leash as much as he wants, but Mrs. C doesn't like this over here because Bruno will dive straight off of that. He hasn't got sense enough not to, bless his heart.
Watch where you're walking.
She told me to watch where I'm walking. She worried about me stepping in the critter poop. She's running up the hill, y'all. I've lost Mrs. C. Her and them legs. Of course, I get sidetracked taking pictures, so can't say it's all because she's longer legged and faster walking than me. A lot of it is I get distracted. I'll probably make this little hike a video of its own. It's been nice enough, I think, I can probably get enough length out of it. I've lost my wife. See, things like that, they just distract me. Mrs. C said earlier this is a shortcut going back. I'm starting to question that. I think I found her. I think I finally caught up with her. Told you she'd stop and wait for me somewhere down the road. There she is. I don't get lost for long. She keeps a pretty good eye on me. Thank you. All right, we have looped around to the main trail slash road slash whatever you want to call it. And we are headed back up towards the campground now. We will pick y'all up. We might do a short clip here to get out of this. Actually, we may just call this it. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, beautiful hike. Not super long, not super short, just right. Our walk to the Kootenai River is complete. Excellent walk. Hike, whatever you want to call it. Time to go back and do some planning. We'll see y'all next week, I guess. Like I said, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna put this one on by itself. How's that, Mrs. C? All right. We'll see y'all next week for, I don't know, episode something. I don't know where we'll be by then. Anyway, bye y'all. Bye, Mrs. C. Bye, Bruno. Do-do-do-do-do. They call it the Bunny Trail. All right, you guys, we're gonna tack this on to the end of that last hike we did. We're going out the same way we came in tomorrow, so I'm gonna take a walk around the back side of the campground, show you guys what it looks like. This is our campsite. We got a big one. It's called the Ponderosa. Bruno's wandering back and forth. It's called the Ponderosa. This is our local outhouse. We'll go all the way around here in a minute. I gotta let Bruno do his thing. This may have frequent stops in it. Bruno likes to stop and sniff everything under the sun. This is an excellent little camping area, campground. We were told by the host there are 20 campsites out here. 18 active. They keep 2. They rotate them around so they can keep 2 of them where they can work on them when they need to. This is another one down the hill from us. There are no numbers on the campsites. This one has a nice little bench and carved out of a log. Nice overlook. So Bruno's given his permission to press on. We're gonna meander on down the road. There he goes. All right. I'm gonna head up this way. There was another camper out here yesterday. I think they're gone, so we'll be able to see check out all the sites. The hosts are super nice people. There are no campsites on this end. They're all up closer to the front. I don't know if that is considered one, or if they're working on that one. We'll walk by here in a second. If this is a campsite, it needs a little bit of work to keep from backing off of it. Bruno's still with us. He's back there. He is exploring every aspect of this campground. He loves it here. Hang on, we're gonna spin. He got me tangled up in the leash. We're gonna be here for 3 nights. That's 1 night longer than we like to stay, but we needed time to gather our thoughts. Here's a couple of campsites up this little road. Here's one. The second outhouse. This is a rustic outhouse. It's the real deal. It's not like the one we have over there. Water cisterns. He's got one on this side and one on the other side for washing water, not for drinking. Strictly for washing clothing or dishes or whatever. He's got it labeled as such. Wash water only, do not drink. Another big site. This is where the other truck camper was at last night and the night before. The road is well maintained. Easy driving. This one has a overlook Adirondack chair. Let's go over here and look, see what we can see over the edge. Spin. Bruno keeps tangling me up. Homemade lean-to. Some of the kids probably did that. This one has a beautiful Adirondack chair view. I'm sure there's wildlife viewing here frequently. From all the scat we've seen everywhere, yeah, I have no doubt. This would be a good place to come just sit in the morning and drink coffee for hours. Anyway, pressing on. Come on, Bruno. Pressing on, we pass by the Tree of Knowledge. Books. Another campsite. Another campsite. Hang on, bud. Let me get untangled. Spinning again. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what Stuart told us what this was built on, as far as the Campground itself, there's abundance of old car parts. I don't know if it was an old mill, I think, or something like that he was telling us. Where's my dog? There he is. Well, you see, there's rodents out here. He loves chasing the rodents, which is okay. Keeps them away from the truck. He's our cat. He does his job well. Except for the last time at City of Rocks when he let a chipmunk in. This is the meadow. They have cows grazing out here occasionally. Not all the time, but sometimes. Tree of Life. Tree of Life. More old car parts and gear and parts over here. Metalworking parts, whatever you want to call them. Over here is a pile. Bruno, you still back there, bud? Yeah, he's still there. Let's cut through here. There's some more campsites up in here. Ponderosa Hip Camp. If you guys are ever looking for a place, it's not expensive. I can't remember how much we paid for it. It's under 20 bucks a night because that's what we I'm not sure what this is. I'm not gonna go dig it on it too much. There's the entry. Across the road is Swan Lake, I think it is. Bruno, which way you want to go, bud? You want to cut through here? Oh. The main roads are the ones he keeps graded. Cute. Not sure what this is, but it's kind of cool looking. I may go get I think I have it with me. No, get my other camera, come back and take a better picture of it. Anyway, press on. That's pretty much the loop. The trail that we were on this morning is down there. See, there's an entrance, you go up here, you go to the left is a trail, and down here is a trail where you can cut off into it as well. Bruno found something to sniff. Tomorrow we go to, oops, sorry. Tomorrow we're going to, I can't remember the name of the one we're going to tomorrow. Happy Bear or Silly Bear or Squatty Bear or something bear. It's up in Golden. We have 2 nights there. And then Thursday morning we're leaving. We're going to try and it's supposed to start snowing in Banff. So we're going to try and get up the Icefields Parkway before the snow hits into Hinton. And we're getting closer to the Alaskan Highway. Dawson City, or Dawson Creek. That's the road trail that we went on this morning. Campsites all up in here. A lot of the campsites are close to the road. She'll probably be, I mean, from the way it looks in the back, I'm gonna make the assumption that she's gonna put more campsites back there. I'm not sure who's on the top line, Barney or Stuart, but either whoever's responsible, I think this is her project. So, but you guys, if you want to hip camp in Canal Flats or near Canal Flats, just as you come into Canada and you need to gather your thoughts, this is a perfect place for it. There's something over here on the ground. Let's go see what this is over here, Bruno. Come here, Bruno. Let's go this way. Oh, it's trash. Where is it? Nope. There wasn't nothing. All right, you want off of that thing? Hang on. Come here. Hang on, bud. Go. My fingers don't work that well. There he goes. Go ahead. Go find Mama. I'm right here. Good boy. And we're back. We're out of here today. We're headed up to Golden, British Columbia. We got another hip camp scheduled there for a couple of nights. We're going to do, I think tomorrow we're going to go find a waterfall. There's supposed to be a waterfall there. We're going to go find it tomorrow. Then after that, we're going to drive up the Icefields Parkway. This place, y'all, is beautiful. It's, I think it's called the Ponderosa. It's on HipCamp. If you guys don't use HipCamp, you should. But it's called the Ponderosa, and I've talked about it a couple of times in the videos already, so I'm not going to beat it to death. But Bruno, if we're going back and forth like this and the truck is moving a little bit, Bruno's up there playing on the bed, y'all. So he gets up there. Once the bed's made, it's his playground, and he loves it. He can go back and forth from window to window and bounce around and act like a total fool. So, which is okay. We don't mind. I mean, he's happy. We're happy. He looks at it. I mean, he knows it's his space. So, but like I said, we're headed out of here today, going to Golden. Our first 3 nights in Canada and British Columbia were outstanding. Our hosts are, man, there's some fantastic people.
Amazing cooks.
Yes, and
bakers.
Yes, we got. She brought us a cinnamon roll yesterday, or we went down. She invited us down to her house yesterday, which was amazing in itself. And their home is amazing.
Breathtakingly beautiful.
Stuart, he's quite the outdoorsman. Puts most people I know to shame. But anyway,
he has I call him a Dundee hat. I don't know what
Dundee
it is.
Dundee hat with bear claws.
With bear claws, and it's not the large bear. It's the baby bear claws. They're about this long, and then he has on the wall. He has one that he killed. Right,
a bear, grizzly hide. Or grizzly skin, so
and
bear skin. So
the fingers are longer, or the nails are longer than my fingers.
Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. But he leads hunts on his property and around this area. So he's, like I said, he's quite the outdoorsman, quite impressive and amazing to talk to. So yeah, I was totally in awe of his life and the stuff that he does. But anyway, and their home is beautiful. It's a collection of antiques and
history,
nostalgia and history that is just beyond compare. Now, not to say that all hip camp hosts are that generous and that welcoming, but you know they are. So, but the campground is beautiful. I highly recommend it. If you're in this area and you just want to dip your toes into Canada, maybe if you're going to Banff or Jasper and this is on your route, is a perfect place for a stopover. You know, a night or two to catch your breath. Our border crossing was a breeze. Our next border crossing, we'll be going into Alaska. We'll find out how that one goes. But Mississippi, I mean, it's colder here. We're finally getting a little acclimated. We're getting used to the temperature. So we went from the desert where it was already getting close to the 90s into the low 30s again, or high 20s, low 30s. So in about a week or two. So we kind of boom.
Yes.
So anyway, we're adjusting to that, and but it's okay. We're loving it. We're trekking on a couple of weeks in Canada, then on into Alaska. So you guys follow along. I'm trying my best to keep up with these videos. It's crazy trying to get service. We got Starlink, but when you're in a place like this surrounded by trees, it's hard to get Starlink to work. So it does hit and miss. It's good enough that we can get text and messages out, stuff like that. So we can keep in touch.
And that's it.
And that's it. And that's okay. That's really all
Yes.
we care about. So anyway, we're going to sign this out, I think. You got anything, Mrs. C?
No, this place, if you are a history buff or just curious about the past, even not a history buff, they are a plethora of information of all the way back to the 1800s.
Yep.
Just amazing. This property, what it's been through, what it is now, just everything is just, I don't even know how to put it into words.
And I think this property, if you go down the road a little bit, there's a provincial park too, so with a couple of lakes and trails and stuff like that. So you've got, this is an awesome area just to come and just hang out for a weekend or two if you wanted to, or a day or two if you wanted to. So anyway, we're going to sign out. We're going to get our stuff packed up. We got to meet the host at 11ish to say goodbye and do all that good stuff and get some stuff from them, and then
they have a farm up there too. You can get eggs and whatever.
Right. So anyway, you guys keep following. We're just going to go along and have fun, and we'll see you from where we're going. Golden.
Yep.
We'll see y'all from Golden. So
that's it.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.